instead of doing a premiere video for like Friday night before the wild card games start, like we've done the last couple of years, we're gonna do it differently in a couple ways this year. The first way is we're gonna do it tonight, Monday night, the night after the playoff picture was officially set and the seedings were all mapped out. We saw the games all set up. I'm very confident about my wild card picks for the 2025 NFL season. Wild card round, always an exciting weekend. Starts this Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, and ends on Monday night, next Monday night. So, I'm going to start in the NFC. I'm going to give you my stone cold lead pipe lock picks. And in the NFC, the looming number one seed pick is the number one seed in the NFC this year is the Seattle Seahawks, who are waiting for the divisional round for the lowest seed in the NFC to advance, and they will meet that team in Seattle the weekend after next. Okay, so we got the 7th seed Green Bay Packers are playing the Chicago Bears on Saturday night, 8 o'clock. It's going to be a good one. We're going to be watching this one. NFC North matchup. The Packers have kind of been a thorn in the side of the Bears this year. They've been some pretty exciting games to watch. And this one is on this is a Skank channel. I don't even care what. You can't see it, but except for you skanks. So this one, maybe they'll make a dramatic change and stick it on ABC or something for non-sluts to watch. Packers and the Bears. Now, the Bears have been cardiac Caleb and the Bears, they are an exciting team, and the thing with that defense is it's not a very good defense. It's just an opportunistic defense. When they get a lot of turnover, when they force turnovers, which they've done better than anyone in the NFL this year, it's good. It nullifies the overall weak defense they have. When they don't, it doesn't go very well for them. The Packers are a little banged up, but they're getting kind of healthier. There's just something about when the Packers in the playoffs, they're the 7th seed. They made the right decision by resting players, of course, yesterday, and that's going to make a big difference for them. And I'm not a big fan of Jordan Love. I don't think he's a little inconsistent when it comes to playoffs. This guy seems to turn up a notch from a couple of years ago in Dallas. The fraudulent Dan Quinn Dallas defense got absolutely smoked by Jordan Love. 7 seed Packers that year, pretty sure, in Dallas, a shocker, killing the Cowboys. And last year, Packers looked really good against the Eagles. They were the toughest game for the Eagles in the playoffs last year. I just like the Packers in this game, guys. And Matt LaFleur in the playoffs, and he's going to teach Ben Johnson a thing or two. And the cardiac kids in Chicago, it's just not going to be enough. The nemesis of the Green Bay Packers will come back, and they will win this game. 7th seed will advance to play Seattle. Sorry, Bear Scott, but Seatown's going to be celebrating. This is going to be Packers are going to look like kind of the team they were in the middle of the season. They just have a way of showing up in the playoffs. Okay. And then we have the next one I have here is the Rams and the Panthers. Rams at Panthers. This is the 12-win Rams playing the 8-win Panthers, of course, in Charlotte, North Carolina. Saturday. This is the one, of course, the game that's hidden at that 4:30 in the afternoon on Fox. It's always kind of the weakest one. This is the one that I think people are going to have the most points in Pips Pick'ems and be picking the Rams. So many people are high on the Rams to not only win this game, but to get to the Super Bowl, and a lot of people have them winning it as a 5 seed. I've called them a paper tiger for weeks and weeks and weeks now. They are a paper tiger. However, they will beat the Panthers. The Panthers aren't going to have enough against the Rams. Rams, like the Packers, rested players yesterday against the Cardinals. And they also have a way of kind of, this coaching staff for the Rams will kind of hide some things in the back pocket as far as play calling and save for the playoffs. And so they're going to have a pretty good plan here, and they will beat the Panthers. All right, so I'm taking the Paper Tigers to advance to play the winner of this game, and this is easy. Niners are beat up. Niners are another paper tiger, and we saw how bad they looked the other night against Seattle. This is going to be an easy game. Probably will be Mac Jones will end up coming in for the Niners, and maybe even the third stringer. There's going to be a lot of sacks in this game. Easy win, 16 points. This is an easy 16, guys. Easy 16 points in Pips Pick'ems. I mean, if you want to go here, go for it, but this is an easy 16. You can probably put your 14 on the Rams. So it'll be Eagles, Rams for the divisional round. Let's go to the AFC, where the number 1 seed Denver Broncos are waiting. Not a big surprise, but it's a big surprise that they're number 1 seed. And most people pick the Ravens or the Bills. Some even still have the Chiefs. Ain't happening this year, guys. This year it's the Broncos and of the AFC West. And we have another AFC West team in this playoffs as well, and that's the LA Chargers, and they're the 7 seed. They're playing the New England Patriots, 8 o'clock on Sunday night, NBC. This looks like a classic game from like the late 2000s to maybe like mid like late 2000s. Now, if this game was in that era where you had the Schottenheimer, North Turner, Phillip Rivers versus the Belichick Brady, this would be a pretty easy pick. But this is not that. This is completely different, era. Organizations coming back into being competitive again, and Patriots 2 seed. Patriots are the big thing that people talk about for this game: inexperience and versus experience. That's not always true. I think in this one it will have a big factor in it in the game. Now, the Chargers offensive line could be a problem. They've not only lost tackles, but they're even had injuries from backups. So they need to do a monster job as far as scheming and ways to get that line to protect the quarterback, because it's been pretty banged up, and they're going to need to pull out all the stops here. I think in this game we have, my gut feeling is that the experience will matter, and this is a game where the Patriots have looked on defense not too good, especially the second half of the season. Chargers are kind of injured, but overall they're better rounded. I love their secondary. If they can get a little pressure on May as well, that helps too, because May has taken a lot of sacks this year, and I just love that secondary of the Chargers to get some turnovers and to defend those receivers really well. I'm going with another 7 seed to win. I like the Packers in the AFC, and I like the Chargers to win this game. It just feels like it's going to be Herbert's first playoff win, but a good good experience for the Patriots to get in there and get that bad taste of a playoff loss at home. Come back next year, keep building the draft, and who knows what they have. The future looks great for Swift and DNR's New England Patriot. Another thing to mention is the Patriots have that turmoil going now with the off the field problems. That's could be kind of a distraction as well. All right, so Chargers will they'll set up an AFC West showdown the week after Denver and the Chargers. All right, big game next week, and then we have 5 and 4. We got the Houston Texans playing very well. This game is going to be on ABC. This is our Monday nighter, 8:15. Texans playing last night's winner, last game of the season, the regular season. Steelers getting that lucky, probably rigged win against the Ravens. The Steelers to be just always find a way to squeeze in the playoffs, and this is another year where they do not. They just, I don't know how they got here. They don't belong here, really. They just played in what was a really weak division. There's nothing about this team that really stands out that is a team that can even win one game in the playoffs. And as for the Texans, they have that great pass rush. They're like the hottest, one of the best teams going right now in the NFL. And I just like the Texans, even having to play in a kind of weather that they're suited for. That's one thing that people are bringing up. It could be like cold weather. They're a great defensive team. Great defenses can travel in the playoffs. Got to go with the Texans here. I don't think there's any way the Steelers pull this one off. So the Texans, another road team wins. They continue to be hot teams. Speaking of hot teams, that's in the next game. Bills 6 seed, 3 seed Jaguar. Bills I don't see anything special about the Bills this year. The Jaguars, meanwhile, have won 6 in a row. They're one of the hottest teams in the NFL, along with the Texans, and they have played in a very competitive division all year. And I think they're tested for this game. They got a nice home game. This is a CBS 1 o'clock Sunday game. It seems like the Bills are always stuck in that 1 o'clock CBS Sunday game in the playoffs, whether it's the wild card or the divisional round. This year is no different. And the Jaguars, one of the biggest weapons for the Bills, of course, is James Cook. He will be limited in this game because of that great Jaguars run defense. Run defense is huge in the playoffs. It really limits the other team's ability to make noise on offense. It's going to be the Bills looking like trying to ride. They're going to try to be the one-man show on offense. It's not going to work against this great Jaguar defense. And the offense is pretty good too. They're going to get some things going, especially against this Bills D that has nothing special about it. This is a team, the Bills, where in the offseason, during the NFL predictions, Peter's fearless forecast, that was one thing I said about the Bills, that they needed to make a significant game, acquire a game changer on one side of the ball. Some of the opponents have to really game plan around. They did not do it. They have unreliable kind of number 2 type receivers, and their defense is nothing great. Like, it's nothing like where you have stoppers or guys who can make like playmakers, and that's gonna hurt them in this game. This is the kind of game where you really do need one guy on like one side of the ball is really kind of can really be a difference maker. They just don't have that outside of Allen. That's not going to be enough. Jaguars advance to the divisional round. And so those are my picks for the wild card. Guess what, guys? We're going to do something new. Since I just made those picks, I'm now going to do, just for fun, what will happen if these picks are right in the next round. So with the scenario of all these teams winning, and it could happen. I could go 6 for 6. Okay, if that happens, who wins the divisional rounds? Let's see. And if you notice here, guys, I've got, for the wild card rounds in both conferences, we got the 7, 5, and 3, 7, 5, and 3. A little pattern here, 7, 5, and 3. All advancing to the divisional rounds. That means that in both conferences we'll have 7 at 1 matchups. First one is the Packers, 7 seed at the Seahawks in Seattle. This is one that would be, this is a matchup where it's going to be like, not going to be easy for the Seahawks to win this game, but they will win this game against the Packers. And of course the rest will help them, and better, well-rounded team. Packers not enough defensively to get it done against the Seahawks. Seahawks have a great defensive game in this one, and they take out the Packers to seal up the home game and the NFC Championship game. First time since 2014 season, I believe, the one where the Packers lost. The backup tight end choked on missed the recovery of the onside kick, and then Seahawks went to their second straight Super Bowl. I think that's the last time. And then we would have this one. This is great. Paper Tigers, 5 seed, going to Philadelphia. This is one that I thought this was going to be the wild card round, but no matter. It will be, according to my picks, it'll be Rams in the divisional round. Rams, and so this is one where Sean McVay better have a 500-gallon drum of lube for his teammates, for all of his players. Lube them up good, because this is going to be an absolute total sodomy by the Eagles. Easy win, easy 16 points. Paper Tigers, joke of a team, go home. It sets up Battle of the Birds in the championship game. And then in the AFC West showdown, Chargers at Broncos. I thought the Broncos are a really good team. They have, however, scraped by in a lot of these games, and the Chargers would have, after a big win over the Patriots, would have not just the momentum, but like the confidence and just getting that first playoff win under Herbert's belt. It'll be similar to when Matthew Stafford, people forget this, when he came to the Rams that year, he was like 0-4 or something with the Lions before. Didn't have that playoff win. Once he got that first win in the wild card game for the Rams that year, wins 3 more, including the Super Bowl. So it'll be kind of similar here, like kind of get the monkey off their back. Harbaugh kind of letting it, doing his style, running the ball. Defense again doing really well. Nix has some deficiencies in his passing game, and you match that up with the Chargers secondary. I just think it's a win for the Chargers here to advance to the AFC title game. And then in the, we have another divisional round matchup in what has been a really good division this year. And it used to be a joke of a division. Houston Texans playing incredible, and the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I know everyone's saying, Texans are going to be the team that goes on a roll, including myself. I really like this team here. But, in this case, it'd be a divisional matchup, and you got to look back and remember the just how strong the Jaguars have been playing lately. And Trevor Lawrence has been looking like one of the best quarterbacks in the AFC lately as well. Texans have that pass rush. Jaguars, they win this game against the Texans. So the run for the Texans ends here. Looking at Chargers, Jaguars for the AFC Championship game. So that's my scenario for the divisional rounds. What the heck? This is how we're going to do it. Gonna keep playing it out all the way to the Super Bowl. See what would happen. What my picks would be if it plays out this way. All right, so look right there in the middle. You have what would be the conference title games, and this one, NFC conference title game. You'd have 3-seed Eagles playing the 1-seed fraud Seahawks. This is Darnold, like maybe 3 interceptions, sacked about 6 times. The 12th man fraud will be humiliated in this game. Mike McDonald better bring a couple of drums of lube because it's going to be brutal. Easy 16 here on the Eagles, and they take out the Seahawks in Seattle to advance to their 3rd Super Bowl in 4 years. Easy peasy win right there. And then in the AFC, we would have the 7-seed Chargers at the 3-seed Jaguars. Definitely not one that people picked at the beginning of the season at all. And you got to remember there was in week 11, this matchup, Jaguars dismantled the Chargers 35-6. And I think rolling, the Jaguars take this game, and they play good defense. That Chargers offensive line has trouble in this one, and Jaguars just continue. They win their 9th straight victory, including playoffs. Jaguars get to their first ever Super Bowl appearance in franchise history. So we will have Eagles, Jaguars. Go ahead and write it up here now. We would have Super Bowl 60. Just like I said in early September. Pretty easy, 16 easy peasy points. The only question will be who wins Pips Pick'ems at that point. Who will one of our own win Pips Pick'ems? So Eagles will beat Jaguars in this scenario, just for fun. And then, but these are my wild card picks: Packers, Rams, Eagles, Chargers, Texans, Jaguars. 3, 5, and 7 seeds all advancing. I feel very, very confident, and I'm giving you an idea of what Pips Pick'em's confidence points I'm putting on each game. This is obviously the 16. This one is probably the 14. The lowest one, talk about the lowest one, that's probably going to be, I think we talked about this last night. I'm not sure at this point which one, because I feel so confident in all my picks here. but it would probably be, I'd say this one. I'd say this is pretty tight to call. Bills suck. They're gonna lose. So it's just pretty easy. These are pretty easy picks, guys. This is more of a 2. Sorry, this is definitely or a 6, whatever the lowest seed is. I think Packers Bears is probably the hardest one. We talked about that today. So that's the hardest one. This is the easiest one. This is maybe the second hardest one. Very, very easy. Very, very. The 5-4s are very, very easy. And this one's very easy in my opinion. Jaguars. So, all right, guys. There's my picks. Thanks for watching this premiere video on the Frank Addington channel days before the game. I'm giving it to you now. So there you go, guys. Hopefully see you next time for the divisional round picks, whiteboard series. Hopefully a great evening. God bless you all. NFL season, boys. Do it.